What's up, guys? Your host with the most, Lord.Trunks, back at again with these daily fitness videos. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about how to grow your arms if they're very stubborn to grow and you don't see any progress whatsoever. So it's gonna be 3 tips. Here you go. The first tip is going to be full range of motion. So, guys, a lot of you guys probably don't even know how to do it correctly, but any type of curling movement for the bicep has to be full range of motion. You have to make sure you stretch out the muscle and you flex the muscle. Full range of motion, so the whole movement. Your biceps respond very good when you do full range of motion, just because if you're, say like your arms are hella small, I'm pretty sure you're doing like half reps, if anything. Your arms should grow pretty easy if you do it right, but if you don't know any technique whatsoever, like you probably don't know how to properly, curl it, maybe, I don't know, or a lot of people swing too much their arms, they're not really concentrating on the bicep too, so that also kind of fucks up the way that your gains come in, especially with your arms. Your arms are kind of weird. If anything, to make your arms grow, you have to grow the tricep, not necessarily the bicep. The bicep only makes the front part look dope because it's just chilling right there, like a little lump of baseball lump, whatever. But my point is, if you're really trying to get humongous arms, it's not gonna be your bicep, guys. It's gonna be your tricep, if anything. All 3 of the tricep heads. Your bicep only has 2 heads, right? Or I think it's 3. I might be wrong, guys, but my point is the bicep is only like a third of the arm, and the tricep is like 2/3. So tricep is what's gonna determine the size of your arms. So if you're trying to get bigger biceps, of course, full range of motions is always key. Good technique, everything. But full range of motion basically means you fucking literally your elbow is like fully extended, and then obviously full range of motion is gonna be until like right here. Sometimes you can go more past that, but if anything past this, like this part, like it's just too much. You're gonna start feeling some type of aching in that area. So don't do it too much. Just like this is good enough. Don't go too much like that, because then you hear your elbow pop. You don't want that. So that's the first tip for full range of motion. The second tip is go lightweight. Don't go super heavy, guys. I know a lot of you guys think like, I go heavy, my muscle's gonna grow bigger or whatever, stronger. That's not how your biceps work. If anything, line up the weight. Just focus on the technique. Focus on getting the pump, because the pump is gonna determine basically the size of your fucking bicep. If you keep up the pump every time you work out, your arms or bicep, whatever you want to say, whatever, you have to make sure you keep up the pump, because you need a lot of blood flow going in there, especially if your biceps are really stubborn to grow. You need to keep the blood flow going in there, constantly. Like you can do. Well, I'll tell you the next tip, but in this tip was basically just go lightweight. Go lightweight, guys. Don't go super heavy. Make sure you have the technique down. Make sure you really contract and flex the muscle. Stretch it, contract. You really got to feel it. It's not just doing the movement, guys. You kind of have to think about it, especially if you don't have good mind and muscle connection there. You really have to just practice with the light weights and just practice. Don't even rush it. Just take your time. You can even do tempo work, like say like on this movement, the concentric movement, you do 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold like for a second or 2, and then the eccentric, which is like the extending of the arm or stretching of the arm, you could do 5 again, or 2. 1, 2, and then up here do 5. 1, 2, 3. You get me, guys? So it's really not that complicated. If anything, you just need to make sure you control the weight, line it up. Don't go too heavy. Unless you're really super strong, then your biceps are gonna react good on that. But if you don't have any type of technique, you don't know how to do it properly, then go lightweight all day. So finally, the last tip is going to be what was it? Supersets. Of course, you got to superset your biceps, guys. I've noticed personally, me, if I don't superset my biceps, I kind of lose the pump, just because I don't know, maybe I'm just advanced already and I need to do a lot of shit. But even with my clients, I try it with my clients, and they actually get a better pump. They get a better blood flow in that area, just because doing back-to-back exercises with the bicep, bicep exercises. So that works out totally cool, just because you're constantly keeping the blood flow flowing in that area. and that's really gonna make your muscle grow, because if more blood flow goes there, more basically you're just creating more muscle tears, and that's a good thing. You want muscle tears, so when you go home and eat and you sleep, it gets bigger because it has to adapt. But you have to make sure also, guys, you have to eat and all that, sleep, whatever. But my point is to get the bicep bigger, do supersets, really gonna help. Do like a supinated dumbbell curl, so go like this at first, just regular shit, you know, standing up, and then say, like, for example, you do hammers or spider curls, just basically one that complements the bicep. You want to do a movement that's like, you can even do bicep and tricep type shit if you're really trying to grow your arms. Bicep, tricep, do a different bicep workout, then a different tricep workout. That works out too. You just gotta make sure that you keep the pump up, because that's really gonna make you grow. And overall, that's pretty much bodybuilding. You're really trying to grow, just pump, 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 hypertrophy work, pump, pump, pump. Nothing else, guys. So that's it, guys. That's all 3 tips for today. Make sure you comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. See you in the motherfucking next video.
I don't know if it's recording.
Lord.Trunks, motherfucking out. Boom.